Welcome back to Don's Life. Welcome to the channel. Today we're going to dive in and do a comprehensive review of the highly anticipated 70mm dash cam 4K Omni, also known as the X800. But that's not all. We're going to compare it to its predecessor, the first generation dash cam Omni. Both have 360 degrees of rotation. I'm going to install them in the same vehicle so we can do a side-by-side comparison. Let's go. The 70mm dash cam 4K Omni, or the X800, is a game changer in the world of dash cams. With its dual channel recording capabilities, it provides full 360 degrees of coverage thanks to its industry first horizontal rotation functionality. This means no more blind spots and total peace of mind while driving. 70mm also employs their proprietary algorithms for improved nighttime performance called Night Owl Vision and optimized color and lighting using the My Color Vivid Plus technology. One of the standout features of the X800 is its dual channel recording. The front camera records in 4K resolution while the rear camera captures footage in 1080p. Both support HDR. This ensures that every angle of your journey is recorded with precision and clarity. When it comes to image quality, the X800 takes it to the next level, equipped with the latest Sony Starvis 2 IMX678 technology. In single channel mode, you can get 4K resolution at 60 frames per second, or in dual channel mode, you can get 4K resolution at 30 frames per second with the rear channel running at 1080p, still using a Starvis 2 image sensor for the best quality possible. You're going to get crystal clear, ultra smooth footage, even in low light settings. This also means that when you're recording at 60 frames per second, high-speed footage will also be clearer. When upgrading to the 4K Omni, you now receive these key benefits. You improve your resolution from 1080p to 4K. You now have battery voltage monitoring. You also have 70mm LumiVision technology. Your AI motion detection goes from the first generation to the new and improved AI motion detection 2.0 with adjustable sensitivity. The lithium battery is now replaced with a much better and stable supercapacitor. And of course, you now have the capability of dual channel recording. The 4K Omni offers these enhancements plus many more. Nighttime driving can be challenging, but the X800's 70mm LumiVision technology ensures clear visibility even in near total darkness. This is a significant upgrade from the X200 standard night vision capabilities, which were good at the time, but now you'll experience better color and detail. When it comes to safety, the X800 does not disappoint. It features advanced AI motion detection 2.0 with dual Hall effect proximity sensing for accurate motion tracking. With buffered emergency recording, it captures 10 seconds before an incident and 20 seconds after an incident, which will provide you with crucial evidence when you need so you can review your footage and capture those details. Additionally, it is equipped with an integrated GPS antenna, as well as provides you with advanced ADAS features. You also get battery voltage monitoring, as well as an upgraded supercapacitor for extreme temperature resistance. Installing the X800 is pretty straightforward. You can use the included 12-volt adapter with the USB-C cable, or you can opt for a hardwire kit, which there's a few different options. This will allow you to use parking mode, as well as unlock some other features depending on which region of the world you live in. For this installation, and because I'm in Canada, I'm using the hardwire kit, model number UP03. This will allow me to use parking surveillance mode, but it will not allow the 4G features because they're not available in Canada. So depending on where you live, you want to make sure you pick up the right hardwiring kit so you can unlock those 4G features. So if you're in the USA, for example, and you wanted 4G access, you would use the hardwire kit UP05, which will enable 4G connectivity. To make use of the real-time battery monitoring feature, you will need to make sure that you have a 4G compatible hardwiring harness. Again, you can use the 12-volt USB-C cable included, but you won't have those parking surveillance features. So let me show you the basics of hooking up a hardwire kit. Our vehicle is going to be this 2022 Cadillac Escalade Sport Platinum. You're going to want to locate one of your fuse panels. I've located one on the passenger side, which I know will work. We need to determine where to connect these wires. I'll explain where each of these go and why, and then we'll be able to get power to the camera. So the first thing you're going to want to do is find your fuse location map. It may be on a panel like this, or it could be in your owner's manual. You want to review all the different options that you have and try and find ones that are going to be less sensitive to adding extra devices. I've identified F26, which is a 10 amp fuse for the USB ports. That means when I turn the vehicle on or I just turn it into accessory mode, that's the only time that circuit is going to be live, which is what we're going to connect our accessory wire to, which is the yellow one here. The other wire is the red one, which needs constant voltage. So by going through here, we need to try and find a circuit that would have constant voltage. The one I identified for this vehicle is F40. It's a 10 amp protected circuit, but it's not being used by anything currently. This one's live all the time, meaning it has access to the battery at all times, whether the vehicle is on or off. The easiest one to determine is your ground wire. That's the black one here. You want to ground it to the chassis of the vehicle. So anywhere there is metal like this or a bolt, we'll probably use a bolt like that. We connect the ground there. We hook up to the other two fuse locations that I talked about, and then we'll be good to go. Now, this here is called a fuse tap. So I've already placed a fuse in location F40. Notice it's red. I just went with the right color, but I have two 10 amp fuses in here. One which protects this add-on, which is going to go to my red wire here. I'll leave links to fuse taps in my video description, but they're pretty easy to find online. I do have videos on how to use fuse taps, so you can definitely check out the channel if you want to learn more about that. But now I can just have this plugged in here, and I could use an additional fuse tap on F26 up in this area to connect the yellow wire. Another cheat, which isn't my favorite thing to do, but you can pull a fuse out and you can tuck the wire in there with one of the prongs if there's enough room. Otherwise, you can get yourself some fuse taps and just make sure they're also plugged in the right way to make sure that you are protecting the circuit that you're tapping as well as the device that you're hooking up. All right, our hardwire kit is now wired up to the fuse panel. Now I left this here so you could understand how we could look at concealing wires over to the mirror area where I'm going to mount both of the cameras. It's really easy in this case because I can just pull back this weather stripping, and that will allow us to get in behind this paneling here. This is called the A-pillar. And if we're really careful, we can get right up here under the headliner and we can tuck our wire up along the front over to wherever we need it. Now for this install, we also have a rear camera, which we're gonna have to run a wire from the 4K Omni here all the way along the headliner. So you can really just pull this down, get behind it, run it all the way along the headliner. I'll show you here. Pull the weather stripping off here. Now, if you're equipped with airbags, you want to be careful you're not putting the wire in front of the airbag, which would get in the way of it deploying in an accident situation. So just be mindful of that, and you're going to run your cable all the way to wherever your back window is. Look how dirty this is, because here it's the dead of winter, so it's hard to keep our vehicles clean. And then for this install, we'll probably mount our camera somewhere on this back glass. Now I'm going to mount the rear camera here on the back glass and have the wire come through the wire that's here for the rear defrost. So I think that'll keep it a little neater. And also when I close the window, it'll help keep the wire out of harm's way. And don't worry, I'll clean the window so we can actually get some footage for you. Okay, we have both cameras mounted. They're wired up. Also, I'm using the electrostatic stickers that come with the cameras. Also, this vehicle is equipped with some sensors that would get in the way of this demonstration, so I'm keeping the cameras a little lower than maybe how you'd mount them. The X800 is connected with the hardwire kit for parking surveillance mode, whereas the X200 is just connected with the USB to 12-volt power connection. I'll just keep this one plugged in for now, and I also put a microphone here because I'm wearing a microphone and it might not pick up the audio from the camera, but with this microphone here, it should. So I'm just going to wake up the camera.
Hello, I am Max. Please use 70My app to bind the device.
So now it's telling us to download the app so we can connect the app to the device.
Please format the memory card.
Once in the device settings, this is where you can configure the behavior of the camera however you would like it, from video settings to the position the lens starts in when you start the vehicle and park the vehicle, parking surveillance mode configuration, collision detection, motion detection, all the sensitivities for each. Turn your time-lapse photography on or off. You have all your smart travel sensitivity settings here. You can adjust your sound settings, and many more system settings are available as well. Now, if we did have 4G connectivity, we'd be able to remotely check live footage of the vehicle, wherever it may be. We could locate our vehicle's precise location and driving routes via GPS tracking. We'd also receive push notifications when our car is parked and incidents happen, as well as we can check on our battery state remotely. The startup scanning sequence is a good example of the 360-degree rotation. Now let's try some voice commands. Take photo, capture left, capture right, capture rear, shoot vlog,
Get ready to say hi to the camera.
I'm getting ready. Hi camera. Record video. You can see they're very similar.
Please connect your app to activate the dash cam.
So again, to connect this one, we can also use the app. Those are some examples of the installation process as well as the setup. Now let's go try parking surveillance mode and also get you some comparison footage.
Entering the Sentinel mode.
You can also enable time-lapse recording to capture long periods of time while preserving battery life. This will give you 30 minutes compressed down to 1 minute, so a 30-to-1 ratio. Now that we have the hardwire kit installed, we can enjoy some features of parking surveillance. Starting off with the AI Motion Detection 2.0, which is improved over the previous version. This is activated by specific movements that the AI interprets as possibly threatening, and then it will start recording. I was able to record anything in front of the vehicle, up into the driver's side and passenger side doors, but I couldn't get the camera to follow me any further back than that. However, in 2-channel mode, the camera did record my actions at the back of the vehicle. The better performing Starvis 2 sensor also means enhanced low light operation, wider dynamic range, true color night vision, and ultimately more accurate AI performance. I also performed a few tests with collision detection. You have 4 different sensitivity settings that you can use. Most of the time the camera was able to detect an impact and start recording the event. And while driving with collision detection turned on, some of the harsh bumps in the road set it off and recorded footage. Out of all the things we've talked about so far, the X800 also boasts some additional features. You have built-in GPS, you have advanced driver assistance systems or ADAS for safety alerts. I wasn't able to demonstrate this because of the conditions of our roads filming this video at this time of year. The camera now uses a supercapacitor, which gives it more reliable performance, especially in extreme temperatures. And voice control in multiple languages. You likely noticed I was using the circular polarizing filter they included for this review. This helps reduce glare and reflections, especially in these bright conditions with the sun and snow. With or without the CPL filter, I found the detail in color and clarity to be far superior over the original Omni Dash Cam. Support is better than ever. Beyond using the instruction manuals, I recommend using the app itself. There are resources that are categorized in different help sections right in the palm of your hand. Plus, the X800 supports up to 512 gigabytes of external storage. A lot of people like this because you can take out the micro SD card, bring it to your computer, and download all your footage in high resolution as quickly as possible. For those of you that have experience with the X200, it has built-in storage, so you're not able to just take out a micro SD card because it doesn't have one. You can disconnect the camera itself and bring it to a computer, connect it with a cable, and download your footage directly that way in highest resolution. Just like the X200, the X800 still allows you to download your footage wirelessly to your device, however the resolution will be reduced. You also have built-in Wi-Fi 6, which is a 5 gigahertz network. You connect with the app and you can download at 20 megabytes per second, which is 5 times faster than the previous model. Now, if you want to take the camera out for any reason, even temporarily, there's a twist and release. And just as easy to put back. Well, that concludes my comprehensive review of the 70mm Dashcam 4K Omni HDR set. And remember, with the 4K Omni, you receive these key benefits. You get improved resolution from 1080p to 4K, you get battery voltage monitoring, you have the 70mm LumiVision technology, you have the AI motion detection 2.0 with adjustable sensitivity, it no longer uses a lithium battery, it uses a much better, more stable supercapacitor, and of course you have the dual channel recording features. Now, since I'm doing my testing before its actual release, I suspect it will go through some firmware updates, only making it better. If you want to learn more about the 4K Omni X800, I encourage you to head over to 70my's website. I'll leave links in the video description below. And on that note, if you liked today's video, hit that like button. Please consider subscribing, and we'll talk to you next time.